Well, good morning, everybody. It is Nugget of Truth number 24. Pull out the sign. Nugget of Truth, Nap Time with Pastor Matt. And this is Nugget number 24 from the Little Brown Book. It says this: God is a jealous God. He is not content to have a place in my life. My idols offend him. They are big issues that I must be aware of and even try to kill. Don't make friends with idols. Don't settle for less. Boy, I don't know where to go on this one a couple different ways. I know that phrase, God is a jealous God, a lot of people find that a little disconcerting and they really don't like that. They think of it as God almost showing a weakness, that God is jealous and insecure, because when we're jealous, it's probably based out of some insecurity. We wish we had something that we don't have. And so there's a big conversation on that. I think of it as God is jealous, but God is zealous. He's so zealous for us that he doesn't want us to settle for anything less. And I think that fuels his jealousy. We have to be careful when we get into conversations about God's emotions. We also know that God is self-sufficient. He doesn't need anybody. So you have to look at the whole context of who God is and kind of have a balanced view of it. But and then that word idol, I know our brains automatically kind of flip to tribal people who carve things out of wood or stone and then worship them. And so in our brain, our first reaction is kind of hard to relate to that. But anything becomes an idol. I think it was Timothy Keller. I can't remember, but I think he's the one who said, when a good thing becomes a God thing, it's a bad thing. So good things like a car or a house or even a bank account, not bad to have a bank account, but when a good thing becomes a God thing, so when that good thing becomes something you rely on or worship, and certainly we do worship a lot of material things, even a relationship. A relationship is a good thing, but it can't become a God thing. So when a good thing becomes a God thing, it's a bad thing. And so I think it's important for us all to look at, what are the idols in my life? What are the things that I rely on and depend on? So why does God not want us to rely on our bank account? Why does God not want us to give undue attention to material things like a car or a house or even our appearance? Our appearance can be an idol. Even our health and our youthfulness can be an idol. You can see in culture and society this fight against aging. And I think it's because God knows that all those things are going to fail us. So he doesn't want us to prop up our ladder against something that's going to fail, or to build our house in the sand is another good analogy. So the heart is an idol maker. Oh, it's another great phrase. I think that's Martin Luther. I can't remember. I don't want to misquote. But the heart is an idol maker, not our hands. We might not carve idols with our hands, but we create idols with our hearts. Our heart is an idol maker. So what are the idols? What are the good things in your life that you might be relying on for security, or relying on for status, which is another way of saying identity? So what are the good things that you're relying on? And can you make war with those things? And can you first, I guess, just recognize the undue power or influence they might be having on your life? And then recognize that they're always going to disappoint because your heart is never going to be satisfied. You're never going to have enough money in the bank. There's always going to be a newer car. Your car is going to get old and it's going to break down. It's going to get rusty. Your cell phone is going to get outdated and there's going to be a new and better one come out 6 months later. So when a good thing becomes a God thing, it's a bad thing. So what are the idols in your life, and are you ready to try to kill them? All right. Thanks so much. Enjoy your Thursday. God bless. Take care.